Imagine a world where forgiveness had a price tag, where you could pay for peace with God and pay for a place in heaven. Until one man stood up and said, "God cannot be bought." Early 1500s. Martin Luther, a young German monk, is terrified of God. He prays for hours, fasts for days, and confesses every thought, hoping to silence the guilt that crushes his heart. But peace never comes. When he travels to Rome, the holy city, Luther expects to find the heart of true faith. Instead, he finds priests selling indulgences, pieces of paper promising forgiveness for a price. Rich believers buy salvation. The poor are left in fear. Luther returns home shaken. If salvation depends on money, where is mercy? Where is God? He dives into Scripture, searching desperately for truth. Then, one night, a verse strikes him like lightning. From Paul's letter to the Romans, "The just shall live by faith." Not by payment, not by penance, by faith alone. In that moment, Luther realizes something powerful. Salvation is a gift, not a product. Grace is free, not for sale. God's love cannot be earned, only received. That simple truth sets Luther free, and starts a fire that transforms the world. After that night, Luther was no longer the same man. The fear that once chained him began to dissolve, replaced by a quiet confidence. He no longer prayed as someone begging for favor, but as someone who knew he was already loved. Day after day he returned to Scripture, noticing truths he had never seen before. Verses that spoke of grace, forgiveness, and a God who drew near to the humble in here. His discoveries could not remain silent. Luther began sharing this newfound hope with fellow monks, and many were astonished, not by the complexity of his words, but by their simplicity. That faith alone can be saved. Whispers grew in the monastery. Some feared his ideas. Others found in them the hope they had longed for. Luther soon realized that truth demanded more than quiet reflection. It demanded action. He gathered his thoughts, studied the Scriptures deeply, and challenged the practice of selling indulgences. Then, on an ordinary morning in Wittenberg, with quiet determination he walked to the church door. In his hand, a document, 95 bold statements, calling believers back to the heart of the gospel. He lifted the hammer. One strike, then another. The sound echoed across the square. The words he posted would cross borders, stir kingdoms, and redefine the faith of millions. In that simple act, Luther opened the door to a new chapter in history. If you love the stories that changed faith and history forever, subscribe and stay with us, because truth still sets us free.